guys, what is up? This is Lord Big Steve, and welcome to a story. Now, this is the worst dating experience of my life. Today is Valentine's Day. Woo! Happy Valentine's Day, everybody! We will be my Valentine. I don't know, but Valentine's Day always full of love and happiness. No, sometimes it is, and other times it's filled with bad, horrible dating experiences. You just want to forget. And sometimes they're just so annoying, and they're just popping back in your head constantly. You can't hide them anymore. You have to talk about them. So today, I'm going to be talking about my worst dating experience. So, out of respect for the girl, because she did work like really hard to try to get me to like her, so I'm going to call her Girl X. So, I'm not saying any names. So, this girl, at the time, this was happening in college. At the time, she was dating someone, also happening to be named Steve. She was in my science class and my science lab class. So we kind of talked a little, kind of in the class, but it was more like on lab stuff and nothing like really major important, kind of like future labs. A couple months goes by, and then she asks if I want to go to a club with her. Now, I wasn't very interested at the time of the idea of going clubbing. It was kind of going to be really weird, and I wasn't really sure about it. So I talked with my roommate about it. I'm like, do you think this is a good idea? And he's like, yeah, sure, go for it. That'd be awesome. I'm like, all right. I'm a nice person, all right? Sometimes I'm too nice, and I'm like, all right, just to make this person happy, I'll go and do this. I've learned not to do that now a lot more often. I'm not as nice. It was about 3 years ago, actually. Yeah, 2014. Yeah. So I overdress for clubbing. Like, I was like, oh, usually for clubs, you're supposed to be wearing some kind of fancy stuff. So I get buttoned up. I got like a big shirt on, like one of those like flannel shirts, and I'm wearing khakis and wearing like fancy shoes. Well, everyone else was wearing jeans and a t-shirt. Nobody really cared. So I was like, all right, I'm already a tall guy. Now I'm even standing out even more. So I got overdressed for this stupid thing. And so we get on this. So I get into a room, and she's got to like change and do whatever. And so finally, oh, girls take forever. Sorry, girls, but it's true. So after whatever amount of time it takes, it's like 11 at night. We get on the bus, and we get all the way in the back. So this is like the drunk bus. So like half the people on the bus are already fucking hammered, and like, oh, this girl, like I swear to God, this girl was sticking her head out the window. She's just like, I love the breeze on my face. I look over and I'm just like, oh God. I'm like, this is gonna be a long night. I swear, we were sitting there for what probably was 10 minutes, but it felt like 10 hours. Like, we just sat there waiting for the bus to move. The bus finally moves. Girls are sticking their heads out the window. I'm not drunk. None of the people I went with are drunk either. So, we get over there. We get out of the bus. Bus leaves. Bus is gone. Bus isn't staying there. So at the end, we're on our own for rides. So we get off, and I really have to use the bathroom. I really have to take a piss. The only thing that's in my mind right there is I really have to pee. Like, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to get in this club so I can use the bathroom. And really, that's the only thing I did there, was I went to use the bathroom there. So basically, I spent, what is it, like $20, like $30 just to go into a club and use the bathroom. Freaking incredible. So we go in. Finally, there's a bathroom. Like, we were staying out there for like 20 minutes. And keep in mind, this was probably somewhere in February, March. So it wasn't really the warmest out either. Or it might have been near the summer. I don't know. I think it might have been near the summer. It might have been like April or May. But it was kind of like cold. So we were just standing out there waiting to get in this club. There's this huge line going all the way back there. So it was just, so we get it. I finally go to the bathroom, ready to start clubbing, right? And guess what? I go in and everyone's grinding on each other and their bodies everywhere. Dead bodies. Everyone's dead. I killed them. No, I'm just kidding. There were bodies everywhere. Everyone's grinding at literally there was like inches of space. Like this much space in between each person. Like you cannot walk past people without touching someone. It was obnoxiously crowded. And if you were claustrophobic, you are not supposed to be going into clubs because that was really bad. So we go in there and basically it's loud and it smells like alcohol, cigarette smoke, and mistakes. So we go in, we're just standing. I'm like awkwardly standing around. That's what I do. I just awkwardly stand. That's my specialty. I awkwardly stand in places. So I'm awkwardly standing, not knowing what to do with myself, seeing the insight of people grinding on each other. It was actually like really disgusting. And I did get grinded on a couple points. It was just, it felt so weird. For all the guys who are watching this, ever get an awkward boner and just like, oh no, this feels weird. And like, no, go back down, go back down. It was just really bizarre, like that whole experience. So basically, half of the time I was there, I was standing outside, waiting to be able to leave. Like I basically wanted to get the hell out of there. And half the time I sat on the couch texting my friend Jack, who you guys know, and my mom saying like, I need to get the hell out. Nothing is happening good. And my mom warned me about this girl too. She's like, you shouldn't do this. This is not a very good idea. It turns out, while I was doing all of that, the girl who I went, girl X, made out with another guy. Now keep in mind, she's currently in a relationship with another Steve, other than me. So another boyfriend just got cheated on by her. And really, the coup de grace at all of this is she wanted to go out with me because she liked me. So we get out around 2. We find a taxi and we get all the way back to the college where I went to. And we get in and there's the college I used to go to is there's tunnels underneath the building, underneath the campus, so you can get from place to place without having to go outside. But they close at midnight, and I didn't know that they lock. So I go through the tunnels, and I get locked out. So I'm trying to leave and get away from this girl, and I have to text her again saying, "Can you let me in? I didn't realize that they lock the door. That they lock the tunnels." So I get out. Finally get out. I walk home. I fall asleep. I'm just like, I'm done with this tonight. And I wish this never happened. I wish it was just over. Then the next day, I get a really long message saying, basically asking me for a second chance. And I have it on my phone right now. I'm just going to read a little bit. So it says, "Hey, I just have to say this. I can't keep it bottled in. The more I can't be with you just makes me want to be with you more. You are a really sweet, nice guy, and I think you are cute. I really, really like you. I'm not trying to lead you on. That's the truth. Thursday I wanted to dance with you, but I wasn't sure how to approach you. I realized I liked you more than a friend when every time I saw you, my heart skipped a beat or like 10 beats. I don't care if that sounds corny. There was a day I saw you in the AM before bio, and I think my heart stopped. I can't stop thinking about you, and my friends are annoyed. Talking to you puts me in a really good mood and makes me smile a lot. You are just a really awesome guy, and I want to get to know you better. I know your parents aren't a fan, but I think if they met me, they would see a new side." And blah, blah, blah. So she sends me this message, this complete message. So she asks me if I want to go on to give her a second chance. She feels really bad about how the night went. Now that she knows that she made out with another guy. But stupid me, being the really nice guy, says, "Oh sure, I'll give you another chance. You're completely innocent and harmless." So I go for another chance. So this time, no clubbing, no other people, just me and her. So we walked to this canal. So the canal is about like a half a mile away from our school. So it's a nice walk. It's during the day, and so we go to get ice cream. And mostly this walk has consisted of awkward silence. And so when we get there, not only did I have to pay $30 for both of us to get into the club, the ice cream for two small little things of ice cream, like this big, gelato, $16. $16. I spent a total of $46 on this girl. So, and I'm like, okay, I'm not paying $16. We'll split it, right? She's like, you want? I asked, do you want us just split it? And she goes, oh no, you can take it. You can pay for it. At that point, I sat there. I'm just like, nope, this is not happening. So I got back to my dorm, call it off, and I say I'm not interested. End of story. Done. Goodbye. Get out of my life. So, and then she kind of stalked me for about another 3 or 4 months. And then I left college and she kind of still stalked me. Eventually, I blocked her from everything because I couldn't deal with it anymore. And yeah, that was my creepy stalking date horrible experience I went on. So yeah, that's my story. That is my Valentine's Day worst date experience of my life. And I hope I don't have to go on that ever again. Needless to say, now I have a beautiful, wonderful girlfriend who doesn't stalk me, and I know perfectly well. Yay! And who isn't awkward. So I'm going to end that there. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the story, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. And I hope I never just talk about this story again. Which I actually don't mind talking about it. It's kind of a interesting story. Okay. Goodbye.